Julie?
We had this big sell-off today. We have yields continuing to push higher. It feels like even after the bad September that we had, that maybe there is still downside here. How should investors be thinking about this?
I think it is a continued momentum in Treasury yields that has certainly stretched well beyond even those on the more sort of pessimistic end of the spectrum as it relates to yields. And it's been part of, obviously, the trifecta of what have been the spike in bond yields, the rising dollar, and until very recently, the move up in oil prices. And it just, I think when you saw that spike go beyond technical levels in the 10-year, it just added to pressure on the downside. And admittedly, though, the rally that preceded it was healthy at the index level, but was very narrow, as we all know. The sell-off has been much broader, and at least as of today, not over yet.
And Lizanne, what does this mean for the consumer as well? The consumer has proven very resilient thanks to that labor market. The consumer's been hanging in there, but now these spikes in rates and oil, the dollar, what do you see your outlook for the consumer, Lizanne? You think continues to prove resilient or some cracks forming?
I think there are some cracks forming. Yes, you did see a revision to savings rate with the comprehensive BEA revisions to overall GDP data, suggesting that there was more sort of excess savings and liquidity that could fund consumption. But we're getting close to the point where that starts to get exhausted. And I also think you can't look at the consumer monolithically anymore. You've got to start to look at income brackets in terms of where pressures are becoming more acute as it relates to the rise in yields. Look at what's going on in things like delinquencies and defaults, particularly, as is usually the case, starting in the subprime category, but then you start to see it move into the upper income categories. You add into the mix the fact that student loan payments are kicking back in. You already mentioned the pressures associated with oil. I think in general, there's been more resilience to the rise in yields because both on the consumer side of the spectrum and the corporate side of the spectrum, a lot of people termed out. They improved their balance sheet. They moved to fixed rate financing from variable rate financing. So that helps to explain why maybe the lags between what the Fed has done and impact on the economy has been longer. I just don't think we're past the expiration date in terms of when they start to show up. If the labor market weakens further from here, that has been, I think, an important underpinning for that consumer strength, which could start to fade more acutely.
Well, and now it feels like the equity market is anticipating that lag to start to catch up, right? You're one.
Okay, yeah. I thought maybe I should show you one or two things. What's really happening on the market? If you were listening there, you can see that there is so much stuff that affects the market, and mostly it's on Fed or interest rates. So if you still remember the last time when we had the meeting, they said they still see some increase, maybe twice, and they don't really see any interest rates cuts, especially next year. So which means the interest rates, they're going to stay higher for a very long time. And that is actually bad for the market. I hope you understand this. So, because if we go through everything here, we can easily see that, yes, we have some serious actually sell-offs. But as we started on JPY, you can easily see that the market actually is showing us that we have a spike. Actually, if you go check some GDP, I think JPY pairs, they all have this spike. The reason behind that is, let me check. Wednesday, let me see. Wednesday. So is this here. The thing is, they don't really mark this JPY events as high impact, but you can see it's monetary base, which was very, very positive. They were expecting actually 1.6. Previously, it was 1.2%. Guess what? It jumped 5.6. That is crazy. And that's why we saw that crazy spike. Check USD JPY, GBP JPY, CAD JPY. They all actually aggressively have that spike. But along the way, I think they all going to also give us some very nice sell. But when we filter some low impact and medium impact, we going to have some few economic news here on the table or on the calendar. But you can see that we actually have news from Monday until Friday. So this makes our job way too difficult, because whatever that we trade have the dollar, and that's why we see the markets going up, down, but mostly down. You see, so today it's Wednesday. We have ADP, unemployment change. This is also going to actually move the market. Service PMI is also going to move the market. Tomorrow we have unemployment change. Unemployment claims or jobless claims. This is also going to affect especially the gold, and also we have NFP or unemployment change from Canada. So this is something that we actually have to check. Because the market won't just move very smooth because of this. So now let's go straight to our chart. Please, guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. Sorry to show you that. Actually, I just wanted to show you something. We have some prizes, guys. We have some nice prizes for you here. Now we have this. Remember, we moved from $19, and I start to realize that if we just go straight to $150, that might be a sort of some people, they might not really afford that. As we are here for the people, then our unlimited VIP signal, it's now $39. So yeah, let's go straight to our analysis and see what's really happening. So if you check, let's go on a daily time frame. So as I told you guys, this week actually I won't be that available. Where I am now, we have a family issue. Actually, it's a funeral. So which means from today, or let's see, I will see. But I won't be that available. Until, let's say, we'll be back actually on Sunday, Monday there. But during the day, things are going to be quite slow, right? So, but I hope you understand that. So yeah, let's push. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. What's really happening? We can easily see that yes, the market was pushing to the upside. Very nice. Very nice. Here we have a breakout. Whether we have the economic news doing this and that, but we can actually understand that already the market showed us that I'm breaking out. So whatever that's going to happen, expect a downtrend. And if we follow the downtrend, which means we actually going to have some very nice trades. But remember, just because we have a lot of stuff going on, it means we're gonna have some also serious rejections. This is daily time frame. You might not see that, but if we go maybe starting to go to a bit smaller time frame, it's where you start to see those rejections here and there. So on GBP JPY, the structure is still very nice. I'm expecting the market to come back and touch this point where the market actually rejected, as the market actually pushed very low. So I'm expecting the market to come back again to reach that area, maybe before bouncing back. But the bigger picture is we already broke out of this support area. Now we expect the market to do what? To push even lower. So as I said, we need to be as quick as possible. Now we are actually on DXY. DXY, what's really happening? On DXY, we saw that actually DXY, for those who don't know, it's actually the dollar. It's actually a dollar, guys. So yeah, you should understand that it's measuring the dollar, the strength of the dollar. So that's why when you see it pushing up, the other pairs are pushing lower. So you can just search and you will understand. For those who don't know, if you're using Windows like me, if you check low here, you have your Copilot. you can use that to actually help assist you with these other things that you don't really understand. So yeah, what's really happening? Yes, we saw that the market was pushing to the upside on dollar index. It shows that the dollar is way too strong, way very, very, very strong. And it's not really a good thing, actually, for those who don't know. It's good for the dollar, but not for the consumers. So this is going to force, it's going to force interest rates or FOMC to increase the rates. But also, since the market is not really performing very well, that is also a good thing because they might pause the rates. We know that they might increase twice, which is actually a very bad thing. Another thing is they're not going to actually cut rates. They're going to just leave them as they are until inflation pushes lower. That is something else also. So which means this year we can actually, not on DXY, we can actually expect DXY to continue and other pairs to continue pushing lower. Maybe next year things they will change, but for now it seems like we have this cloud of interest rates. So the market is still pushing very up. It's still on an uptrend. So I'm expecting the market to come back. And as you can see, the market is playing around that, to play around the support area before pushing to the upside. That's what we expect from now on. Or maybe the market will change, break this support, push the lower side. We'll be waiting. We will see that. You see, we will be actually waiting and see that. So now let's go straight to GBPUSD. Sometimes enough information, guys, it's shared on this, let's say, it's shared on Yahoo Live for free. Sometimes Bloomberg Live. Also check those YouTube channels because they can seriously help, right? So what I see here is we are actually on GBPUSD. As I told you, we are actually on a very stronger resistant, or actually a downtrend. The market is actually going down. We're expecting the market to do what? To keep pushing lower and lower. What I see is the market is still respecting that, as I showed you since days before, that we are actually on a downtrend. So what do we expect here? Yesterday we had a sell pending order. Unfortunately, the market did not really sell that much, but I'm still expecting actually a continuation of that sell. For now, the market is still playing games, but I'm still expecting the market to do what? To continue selling. That's what I see. You see. So yeah, something like that. Yes, sometimes the market can just play around this resistant. Now it's a resistant, but we expect the market to continue pushing lower. There is a possibility, because we had an aggressive sell, so there is a possibility that maybe the market might try maybe to push even a little bit higher before maybe we see a continuation of that sell. That is also possible. So, but for now, we will just have to wait and see what's really happening. So let's push to the next one, which is Euro USD. Quite the same thing on GBP USD. You saw that the market is actually pushing to this downtrend, but where we are now, the market is still playing games. So you can see we have this consolidation here, but I'm still expecting the market to push lower. But as we had this aggressive sell there, there is a chance that maybe the market can do what? The market can actually even push a little bit higher, maybe this area, or maybe this resistant. As long as it's a resistant, it's fine, because we expect the market to do what? To push lower, as we are actually on a downtrend. So let's not confuse whatever that is happening, but expect some rejections, some reversals, whatever, because there are enough economic news this week. So now we are actually on gold. Gold also, yeah, it's seriously bleeding. If you check gold on a daily time frame, yeah, it's seriously going lower and lower. If we go back here, you can see that yes, we have this downtrend, but this crazy sell, guys, I never saw something like this in a while now. So because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days or 8 days straight, but it's not really surprising, as I've been preaching about this downtrend. But the problem is, when we have this aggressive sell, sometimes it's a problem because you can't actually have a better structure where you can actually enter. You can see this thing's just melting. So sometimes if you missed it, or even if maybe you were in a trade and once you get out, it's going to be difficult for you just to go back, as the trend or the structures are not really actually in a clear form where we can say it's now a good time for us to do what, to maybe take a trade or something like that, you see. So that's what it's happening. So our job here, if we go closer, let's try to actually zoom this. You can see that we had a trade there, but because we have some rejection, some maybe they took some losses. That's why when we take the trades, you can also do your own adjustment. You can also do your own adjustment, because most of the time we do this signals according to the structure, but you can also adjust the stop loss, the take profit, whatever, so that you don't just get touched or touched out, then the market continues. But the bigger picture is we are still on this downtrend, but it's difficult just to jump on the market. What I see is the market is creating something there, seems like a support, but we also have a resistance. We will see what the market does there. If it breaks down, if it means we can still continue selling, but I think we're gonna have a very nice rejection. Why? Because we have some like economic news left and right. Some they're going to be negative, obviously. Some they're going to be positive. And if they're going to be positive, it means we might see gold pushing to the upside. So this week is that week where, hey, things they're going to be way too difficult. So now we are actually on US30. I'm trying to be as quick as possible. So what's really happening now is we are actually on US30. You can see that previously we had we were actually on a very nice uptrend, which was broken. You can see that the market tried to break that. We had the structures, they were connecting, very nice uptrend, very nice uptrend. So what I see is the market just broke out. Now it means we will see maybe a continuation of a sell. And yeah, I think obviously we missed this one because the market was still under this support. But the bigger picture is we're not going to miss everything, guys. We're not going to miss everything. It's still actually the trend is still very fresh. I see a breakout. There was some news yesterday. Let me check that. There was some economic news yesterday. I think it was jobs openings, and it was also aggressively positive, 9.61 million. That's too much. So that's why we saw the market aggressively selling. So we might have maybe a retest, maybe before we take another sell. Maybe the market will just continue like that. But it's not just going to be as easy as I say, because we also have other economic news, which means we might see a bounce back, going down, bounce back, especially on Friday. We also have NFP. That is going to change things. The market might push up again, or maybe we might see a continuation. But what I'm expecting a continuation of this downtrend. But as you can see, the market is still actually on a very nice downtrend and still very fresh. I'm still expecting to see the market pushing lower and lower. That's what I see for now, you see. So let's push to the next one, which is actually Nasdaq. What's really happening on Nasdaq? We can easily see, guys, don't forget that we have I can't say it's a special because I think we're gonna hold this maybe for 2 weeks, then we'll be done. It's $39 unlimited VIP signals. You pay once, then you're done. You receive unlimited signals. This is my WhatsApp. You can just let me know if you want to be part of the team. So what's really happening? Let's try to go on a daily time frame. Please, guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. So what's really happening here is, yes, we have some serious, we were on a very serious uptrend. Guess what? The market just broke out of that. Broke out of that. Now we expecting the market to push lower. If you can check this uptrend here, you can see that this is very, 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 very long, which means this is still very fresh. Mostly when the market start to change the trend, mostly the market will play, and you end up getting confused. But at the end of the day, the market will end up continue with the trend. So what we have here, we thought maybe the market was going to push the upside. We had a very nice support like that. Around this area, we also have something. Guess what? The market is now pushing lower. This time, we did not really take that. So, but I'm still expecting what? I'm still expecting to see the market pushing lower and lower. But I think maybe next week is going to be a week where everything's going to be clear. This week, we just full of economic events. So I'm expecting maybe a breakout and see a very nice sell. But I will update everyone in the group, but I might miss some updates. As I told you, I'll be quite busy, especially going towards Thursday, Friday. There we might miss one or two signals because I'm not actually all like in front of the PC. But anyways, I hope everyone is doing great. I hope you're not over risking. Thank you very much. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. I will see you tomorrow if it's possible. If not, it means I'll postpone that maybe up to Sunday. Thank you very much. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. Bye.